You believed peace would come when you finally got it all right. When your life was tidy, your choices flawless, your presence perfect. But perfection doesn't bring peace. It buries it. You've been trained to edit yourself, to hide the cracks, silence the doubt, erase the messy parts, as if your worth depended on how clean your performance looked. You mistook stillness for failure, believed that if you weren't improving, fixing, or achieving, you were falling behind. But peace isn't earned. It's returned to. You've minimized your exhaustion so long, you've started to believe you don't deserve rest, that your quiet ache is just how life is. But your soul remembers a different truth. You equate love with approval. Believe that if you just perform well enough, they'll finally see you as enough. But what if you were never meant to earn love? What if peace isn't a prize for perfect behavior? What if it's not ahead of you, but already within? Not something to chase, but somewhere to come home to. You fear that if you stop trying, you'll fall apart. That without the pressure, the control, the constant fixing, you'll become unworthy. But what if worth isn't built on performance? You've been told to just be confident, as if self-worth could be faked, as if your nervous system hasn't been trained to equate mistakes with danger. You confuse peace with passivity. Believe that if you stop striving, you'll lose everything. But what if real peace isn't laziness, but presence? You've spent so long editing your truth, you've started to believe the polished version is the real one. But your body remembers the parts you've hidden. You believe that if you were truly loved, they wouldn't have left. But what if their leaving wasn't about your worth, but about their own chains? You've been taught that peace comes from fixing. But what if real peace begins the moment you stop trying to fix yourself and start allowing? You were never broken. You adapted. And now you can evolve, not by becoming perfect, but by returning to the self that was always whole. Healing starts not with fixing, but with feeling, with saying, I'm here, I'm tired, and that's okay. Not to change, but to be seen. You don't have to be polished to be worthy. You don't have to be fixed to be loved. Your value isn't in being flawless, it's in being real. Start small. Sit for 30 seconds. Breathe without purpose. Let your hands rest. Let stillness be enough, because it is. You are allowed to exist without explanation, to feel without justification, to be, not because you're perfect, but because you exist. This isn't about becoming better. It's about becoming real, more kind, more at peace, with the imperfect, the messy, the human. You don't have to keep proving. You don't have to keep fixing. You can stop, not to fail, but to finally arrive. Start by listening to the part of you that still believes you're not enough. To the child who learned to hide, honor that fear, then gently invite it to rest. Your need for peace isn't a flaw, it's a truth. And the fact that you still long for it after everything is not weakness, it's wisdom. Healing isn't about erasing your drive, it's about balancing it, with stillness, with kindness, with the quiet courage to say, I am here, and I am enough. You are not broken. You adapted, and now you can evolve. Not by becoming someone new, but by returning to the self that was always there. You are worthy of peace. Not when you're perfect, not when you're fixed, but right now. Exactly as you are. Even in the mess. If this resonates, you're not alone. For a gentle guide to help you release the need for perfection and learn to come home to peace, explore the link in the description.